Hello! Hi! Welcome to another edition of Stefan Reads Line News. I am the titular Stefan. Line is, of course, the biggest messaging app in Japan. It has its own little Line News tab where it aggregates all sorts of random junk news. And I read that junk news every single day on this here podcast, I guess, / YouTube video series. If you want to follow the show, you can do so on Twitter at small_in_Japan. Of course, be sure to like and subscribe and comment and all that jazz, whatever you normally do on YouTube videos. Anyways, let's get right to it. Today is September 8th, 2022, the year of the devil. Story number 1. Of course, there are actually 2 rows of fluff stories and then the 3 actual news headlines sandwiched between those. We'll get to those in a second, but first, story number 1 of the fluff. Well, I'm pretty sure this one has been completely just aggregated from my clicking on multiple articles about this for the other couple times we've covered this story. But story number 1 is Shinoda Mariko's gym show. Yes, former AKB Kami7 member Shinoda Mariko's gym show refusing to say whether she's looking into a divorce or not, saying that that's something between the couple in question. Of course, it came out that Shinoda Mariko apparently cheated on her husband, and since then he and their child have been living separately from her. And also emerged like last week that they were looking at getting divorced. So who knows what's going on. But yes, that's story number 1 of the fluff row. Number 2, this one maybe not fluff, but kind of weird nevertheless. A random body was discovered in a police station in Shizuoka. They found it in an emergency staircase, apparently. It's a 30 to 40-year-old man. They don't know who it is, how it got there, or whatever. It's currently under investigation, as it should be, considering it's a police office where this happened. Okay, that's that first row of random fluff stories. Well, we're really powering through everything today. Story number 3, the second row. Oh boy, here we get to actual pure fluff story stuff. So Ex-Nogi Ito 46 member Ito Karin cut her hair. Yes, that is the story. She apparently, for the first time since she was in elementary school, according to her, she went with a short cut. And it's a big image change, according to this news article. Yes, I am also aware that this is not even a news story. But it's, apparently she posted this on Instagram. Her fans, of course, went crazy. She also posted it on Twitter, and for some reason, they're using Twitter instead of Instagram. So they just have all the Twitter comments for this one. Don't know why. I honestly don't care. But apparently Ito Karin cut her hair. Good for her. Now it's an image change for her. You know, you always like to see people changing up their image whenever they feel like they need a change in their life. Yep, that's pretty much all I have to say about that story because I'm sorry if you're a Ito Karin stan or something, but I honestly do not give a single damn about this. Story number 4. Oh my god, another Instagram / social media story here. Yoshiki Risa is 9 months pregnant and apparently posted a picture without makeup and of her stomach on social media here. So apparently on her blog. So she's 9 months pregnant. Good for her. And she posted on her blog about how her stomach's getting big and a selfie without makeup on. Or although she doesn't say, apparently she didn't even bother saying if she was wearing makeup or not. This is just a conjecture on the part of whoever the hell wrote this stupid article, saying it looks like she's not wearing makeup, which is good detective work there, buddy. Yes, and of course they have a whole comment here, or a whole paragraph here about all the comments coming from this story, and this is going to be her second child. So congratulations to her and her husband, and best of luck on the impending birth. And those are the 4 fluff stories for today. Oh boy, were they so they were like just like pure like sheep fur fluff today. Oh man. Anyways, let's get to the actual news. This is going to be a fast one apparently. So story number 1. It's so there's been a story in the news that's been quite popular over the last couple of months. Well, I mean, popular is probably not the best way to put it, but it's a story that's really had a lot of traction and really been leading a lot of newscasts. It's about a Mamatomo who pretty much took over her friend's life. Mamatomo is a mama friend, pretty much. So when in Japan, since it's still a very male-oriented society, a lot of the moms stay at home when they have kids. And then they kind of form their own little niche community of mamatomo, like friends who have kids the same age and stuff. Anyways, this one mamatomo took over her friend's life, apparently. Made her get divorced because she said her husband was cheating on her. Claimed that she owed a lot of money to the Yakuza because of the cost of all the investigation to figure out that her friend's husband was cheating on her. Made that friend pay her back, took over her friend's life, took over her friend's kid's life by forcing her friend to not feed her kid any food, and then watched that kid die of starvation, and now she's looking at 15 years in prison, which seems a little slight, but that's how the Japanese prison system is. It's going to be the actual sentencing day is going to be the 21st, but by a lot of this article saying it looks like she's going to go to prison. It's a really sordid. You can tell just from all the twists and turns and random facts that you can tell why this is a salacious news story that gets lots of airtime on the TV here. Yes, it's like I can guarantee you there's probably going to be some drama or movie adaptation of this case within like the next like year or two. So yeah, it's a terrible case. No one likes to see a little kid get starved to death by his mom thanks to her being brainwashed. But that is what happened here. Hopefully she gets all 15 years. Hopefully they find out a way to get her in there for life or a longer period of time than 15 years because, yeah, screw you, lady. Story number 2. This is also kind of a follow-up to a story we've covered before. I think maybe a couple weeks ago. So there was a bus caught on fire on a Aichi freeway last month in Nagoya. And now the proper agencies are going to be investigating why that happened exactly. Of course, in this accident, 9 people were either hurt or killed. 2 people died. 7 people were hurt. So they're it's obviously something that they need to investigate to make sure random buses don't catch on fire on freeways again. So hopefully they figure out the cause of that and people can go back to riding buses on the way to the airport. Story number 3. This one's another interesting kind of like scandalous, the salacious details story. So 6 people, 6 minors for the most part. Minors, of course, here means all the way up to the age of 20. 6 minors here were arrested for a papakatsu scam ring. So papakatsu is like compensated dating for high school kids. So like these not just high school kids, but like younger women. So like these older businessmen or older men in general. They don't need to be businessmen. I don't know why I said that. They can be Congress people, like has been in the news before. Will pay younger women to go out on dates with them. This could either be a complete sexual thing. A lot of the cases it is. In some cases, it's just like lonely old guys trying to have companionship for meals and stuff. But that's like a super slim minority. I don't want to like paint this out as like some innocent act because for the most part it's not. Anyways, there was these high schoolers. It looks like there's 5 boys and 1 girl in this 6-person ring. Apparently got some guy to go out on a papakatsu date with a woman, and then one of the boys called him up, said, "Hey, I see that you're dating my girlfriend. Well, guess what? She's a teenager, you sicko. I'm gonna go call the cops unless you pay me exorbitant amount of money / buy me a car." So these 6 people were pretty much extorting this guy for what he's worth. And well, they did this by advertising on Twitter, which seems about right for Japanese scam artists, and they they pretty much scammed this guy for a lot of money, and now they're all probably going to prison as minors, by the way, because in Japan, even if you're 17 all the way up to 19 and 364 days, you are a minor. So they'll be out of prison or out of juvie in a matter of time, probably. But this just goes to show, don't do papakatsu, guys. Come on. It's Japan. Prostitution is pretty much legal here, except for papakatsu. Like if you want to get your rocks off, go to like a soap land or whatever, man. Don't pay some high school kid to go out to a fancy restaurant with you and then potentially go to a hotel. Just do something less skeevy, I guess. Although I think it's all skeevy in the end. Anyways, those are the top. The top news today was honestly not very newsy. I guess it's been a slow news day. I was watching the news earlier and it didn't seem that like a slow news day, but apparently for Line News it was. Anyways, those are the top news stories and the fluff for today, September 8th. Thank you guys so much for listening. You think they'd like have like a post about like Apple's product reveal, but I guess not. Anyways, until next time, stay safe. I'll see you around. This is Stefan. Peace.